immediate uses. No, not that. No, what's up with the men with the doing that? I mean, you got the dear leader with the this. It's like, humans are just filthy, or maybe it's just men. I mean, like, men are extra filthy, and like women at least have some sense of style about things, whereas men are like basically whatever Louis C.K. describes. We default to Louis C.K.'s description. I will, because I understand exactly, And we can give Louis C. Cray. That was a computer company, Cray. Are they still around? Cray? How do we parse this about Louis C.K., right? How the fuck do we parse this persona, this human man, this human Bostonian man, human Bostonian Hungarian man, human Bostonian Hungarian Mexican man? He's a big guy. He's a beast. We all know big dudes that are like twice as big as the rest of us, and it's just because they're big dudes, We do know about a bunch of things that he, or maybe at least a few things. I don't even know what they are. It's, some descriptions are just too embarrassing as a man to, because my imagination is already more fucked up anyway. So, I mean, I can only imagine, what men are out there doing, because, I guess I've misbehaved myself in my own way, but I guess the excuse that I make is or explanation or alibi is roughly pure naivete. Because one of the major points that I'm trying to really stand on as like fundamental axiomatic ground is the overwhelmingly powerful influence that women have on me. I'm no different than any man. I mean, the influence that women have over me, it's certainly much greater than any influence a man could have over me. So in other words, I think that if we just consider whether it's a Platonic dialogue or whether it's a Chinese symbol, there is a kind of keeping in check. There is a kind of accountability, I guess. I mean, for as much as we want to get up to like a new order of magnitude beyond simple dyadic logic, say structuralism, signifier, signified, dyadic logic, good, evil stuff, right? We've got to get because ideological thinking is dyadic logic. So Hegel never gets to quantification, but there's no good reason for this, because the square of opposition is a very old map. So even though Hegel's logic is full of kind of syllogistic quantificational not all sentences such that, not all, it holds for not all, or there is one such that. Yeah, Phrygian, mathematical, quantificational, set theoretic logic. The general status quo level of culture is my interpretation. I mean, what can I do? I read the books that I read. I experience the things that I experience is the way it looks to me. So between Frege and Hegel, you get what I call Fragel. Fragel Rock, Fragel Peter, Fragel Petros, Fragalianism, Trendelenburg, Lotze, how do you pronounce it? Lotze, Lotze, Trendelenburg. Hegel, Frege. Jena. Now, Fichte, I guess, was from Jena. So was Frege.